How's it going, everyone? So this is a quick update on what's happening with Marin Software, ticker symbol MRIN. So yesterday, in the final half hour of trade, Marin Software jumped a whopping 35% in the last half hour to go up 97 cents and close the regular session, I think, at about 365 or 367 for the day. So big jump. The only reason I was kind of really paying attention to it is because I did buy into the stock a couple of days ago at about the 286 and had a limit order at 326, and that executed much to my surprise. And anyway, so delving into what was going on with the stock, there's actually no news catalyst that's driving yesterday's last minute rally. So there was no news catalyst from the business. So unless there's something coming and there might be a bit of insider trading, and that is possible with a stock like Marin Software, particularly because it is such a small market cap and float number. It's only about a $60 million stock now at its current $60 million market cap at its current price level. So it looks like a case of the apes have broken out of the zoo again, because yesterday a whole bunch of other meme stocks really skyrocketed yesterday, and I think Marin Software jumped onto the tail of that big resurgence in the popularity. Like, I have to only look at AMC, GameStop, and Bed Bath & Beyond, one of the stocks that I've been covering here a bit recently. Now, unfortunately for Marin Software, it appears like this is going to be a short-lived rally, as the aftermarket, the stock already was falling. It had fallen down to 326, so it had given up 31 cents of the 97 cents it gained on the day. So still reasonably up, but just looking at the early pre-market data, it looks like there's a further trend down for the stock at the moment. So yeah, I think there'll be a lot of people taking a bit of profit on that spike of a rally yesterday. So if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I've kind of followed the stock Marin Software for a little while, because I got into it when it was having its monster rally up to about $27 last year, on the back of a very weak catalyst, that being that Instacart had been integrated into their platform. Anyway, but I did look into the company and I really kind of liked what they stood for. I thought they had a good product. They kind of considered one of the leaders in their space for advertisement optimization across multiple platforms, and they have kind of worked to expand that platform. Now, the only problem the business has had is obviously, like, by the falling share price. Just wait for this tram to pass. Obviously, based on their falling share price, things haven't been going so well for the company, and the reason is they've actually had falling revenue from quarter to quarter, despite them being considered in a sort of growth sector. Now, why the revenue's falling? Well, maybe they're not attracting the number of customers they were hoping for, or they're not having the kind of return from customers they're hoping for. But the other thing that's worth pointing out too is that in the last 6 months, while everything has gone up in price, one of the things that has actually fallen in price is the cost of online advertising. The reason being that now that there's a lot more normalcy in society, people are looking to go back to traditional physical advertising. So companies that rent billboard spaces and stuff are now suddenly being much more demanded, and so basically the cost of advertising online has gone down, so therefore there's probably not as much interest in it. It's a sign of like drop in demand for those sort of spaces. So I think that's also kind of affecting Marin Software at the moment. And the other element worth talking about is that we are in a very high inflation environment at the moment, and so a lot of businesses be able to keep their costs of their products and services down. Instead of passing on the inflated costs of their input to their goods and services to customers, they're trying to look at other areas to cut back, and one of the areas that they're probably looking to cut back on is advertising spend. So I think Marin Software is wearing a fair bit of that at the moment. And as a result, since about November, as a lot of the tech stocks have been wrecked in recent times, Marin Software, also because it was caught up in the retail trade, has fallen particularly hard in recent times. Now, the stock is one that does behave very radically, I think because it has got a lurking meme stock interest in it. So every time there has been like kind of like a bit of an announcement of the company that's somewhat positive, it's kind of seen a spike in the share price. We saw that last year, like when they announced that they had renewed their ad revenue sharing deal with Google, or they expanded their services to a small part of Amazon's platform. Yeah, so it's kind of a stock that does behave erratically. It used to have a high short interest. It is kind of highly shorted now, but it is nowhere near to the level it was shorted last year. Obviously, because the price is right down, And I think short sellers have become a bit more wary of how combustible the stock is given its low float. So I don't think we're really seeing a short squeeze rally at the moment with the stock. We're just seeing, just a bit of a after effect of a ape escape yesterday. Anyway, I kind of like Marin Software. I think they're a company that's could have a bit of a bright future as more and more stuff is integrated online. Obviously, they're not doing so well in a high inflation environment. A lot of growth stocks don't do that in the tech sector. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Marin Software at the moment? Let me know in the comments below. If there's another stock you'd like me to cover, drop a ticker symbol and I'll see what I can do. Till next time, everyone, may the markets trade in your favour. Cheers.